at
let's see
critical moments in time.
Yeah, we'll see how it plays out. If it continues interrupting, I'll boost it. Go ahead.
Yeah. So here's the question I have. What do we think about the modern state of man? Is masculinity in a healthy place in the world right now? Do we have enough real men? Are we lacking in real men? Yeah.
Yes.
I see women nodding. We're lacking in real men.
Yeah.
Do we think that access to pornography and just an insane abundance of it is contributing to the decline of masculinity or not? It's contributing to it?
I mean, there's a ton of factors, but I think since COVID, like everything has just been propaganda, this, porn, that, like there's everywhere that's contributing to the
But let's hone in on the porn thing, to the point that Bridget made before. Right? She mentioned how divorce rates have increased in correlation with access to pornography. I think that when dudes have access to a ton of pornography on a daily basis and they can just jerk off and become coom brains and their vital life force energy is constantly sapped, I think that is contributing to the decline of masculinity around the world.
Yeah.
Would we agree with this?
I would agree, yeah.
Do we think that by profiting off of men being coom brains, we are helping fix men or harm men in the long run?
I don't control who purchases.
I mean, it's harming them, but it's their decision if that's how they want to spend their money. So.
Aren't men supposed to be the leaders in society?
Yes, we are. Are women are women adults who can make responsible decisions?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but isn't porn the same thing as prostitution? And prostitution has been around since the beginning of times.
I don't think prostitution and porn are the same thing. Yeah, I don't think they're the same thing. Similar, they're in a similar vein, but one involves actually having sex with a woman and the other doesn't.
It's in the sex work category for sure, but prostitution, there's usually a pimp involved. It's a lot less safe. It's physical.
But sex work has been around since the beginning of
It's
time.
the oldest profession, like one of the oldest professions, yes, but there's many different. Right now, it's so easily accessible because it's all online.
Okay.
So they don't have to go like driving down Figueroa in LA and pick up a hooker. They can just go on their phone and see whoever they want.
But everything's accessible online now too. So
Yeah.
it's like that's just the way of the world now. Like you can buy your groceries without leaving the house. You can get your medication without leaving the house. You can get your household products. Everything's online. So it's not to compare the two because obviously they're uncomparable. One's a benefit, has a direct correlation benefit in society, and then another one is debatable.
But that's just supply and demand. Like the demand for it is more than ever. So women that are taking control of their finances, their business, I mean, it's easy money. Girls obviously can make money doing this much easier than any man can. There's a demand for it, so a lot of women are supplying it. That's just how it works.
Do we feel like we're potentially robbing the future of civilization for that easy money?
Potentially, but there's a lot of that's making America downfall and the rest of the world, so it's just a part of it, I suppose.
I feel like a lot of people are very lonely too, so
probably made more lonely by jerking off to porn.
Absolutely, and it's not something that just happened 2 years ago because OnlyFans really blew up, especially in lieu of COVID, right? And so, but I've noticed, and even being in healthcare, there is a lot of lonely people, and that's truly what makes everybody sick. But being in this industry, I've also seen that. So, but we are you. Why are you looking at me like that for?
No, I'm just listening.
Okay.
I'm just listening.
I'm
just listening.
But I do agree. Yeah, anything that's, if we do too much of anything, it's not going to be healthy, right? And so we give access too much to, porn. It's not going to be healthy at all for no one. And so that's when people are going to stop even chasing a relationship.
But it's super addictive. So porn is super addictive.
Right.
So like people want to stop and they
donated
can't.
$100. Having recently received a terminal renal cancer diagnosis, my relationships with God, family and friends have significantly improved. I sincerely hope each of you finds the right balance in life and your relationships. I think even sex work is an L.
Thomas the poet. That was poetic. Thank you. Much appreciated.
Hey, Thomas, God bless you, man. I'm sorry to hear about your terminal renal condition, but God bless you, man.
Godspeed.
Hope to see you in the afterlife, brother. Where do we go from here? Where should we go from here?
Okay, so really quick, both of you have kids, and both of you do OnlyFans. How old are your kids?
My stepchildren are 11 and 16.
Oh, stepchildren. Okay, 11 and 16.
13.
13. Okay, so they're kind of in the age range where it could have an impact. Has, to some degree, you've seen it with your children. Has there been a bullying impact? Has there been an impact?
Not bullying, but I could tell you that, yes, in silence, I know that my daughter, she's not stupid. Kids are not stupid. And you know what? Somebody could always take a screenshot and, post it somewhere else, and it just kind of spreads from there. So I try to be careful, but I do know that, and I think about this too, like I'm putting her in a predicament or in a situation that she may get some negative feedback. And so that's something that I'm also aware, and it's just me trying to figure it out. So I can't.
You know what I would do if I were in your shoes?
I already know.
What would I do?
Stop doing what I'm doing.
As part of it. What I would do if I were in your shoes, you mentioned that you have a relationship with God and that you love God. I would pray to God and ask him, hey, Lord, first off, forgive me for doing this. Second of all, please give me a path where I don't feel like I need to do this anymore.
So I do that on a daily basis.
You do?
Yeah.
That's
and
good.
as a matter of fact, we could talk about this offline just because it doesn't.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have had even experiences with that. So.
Wait, question. So you were kind of getting into it originally. What precipitated your desire or want to start doing OnlyFans? Was it financial?
I think it was more financially, absolutely, because I went from being in corporate medicine, having a great salary and again, it was more about like my mental health and that environment. It wasn't, good for me. So I left, and I had opportunities in different jobs, but I wanted to take care of patients, started doing home health, and I needed to supplement my income. So that's how I found out about OnlyFans, because prior to that, I had no idea.
Okay. And then you have 2 stepchildren. Have they had any issues
With my content directly or specifically?
Yeah, like has there been an example where they're like, hey mom,
no.
Jamarcus at school said that
I've gone viral on TikTok
he saw
Yeah, no. I've hit viral streaks on social media platforms and they haven't seen anything.
Okay.
He knows that I make YouTube videos and I stream on Twitch. So I am very transparent about that. Obviously, that is more of a PG front. That I don't have to worry about that type of, I guess my kid could get bullied that his mom makes YouTube videos, but
Mom, you